Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and today I've got a couple of Shirogorov knives here with me for a quick comparison review, but hey, don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this kind of content. So let's see what we have here. These are two pretty cool options from Shirogorov knives. F95R Slim, F95NL. This is the NL. In this particular case, it's Mokuti inlays, and it's a one-off, so it's gonna be hard to find another one like that. You can find this guy, same configuration with the carbon fiber inlays or micarta as well. So, and G10 also, there's some options in G10, like for example the monkey monkey edge frag pattern. So it's not gonna be like that, but it's gonna be this kind of like the same thing. But we're gonna analyze the look, sound, and feel of these two guys and try to compare them, because there's a lot of similarities, but just a couple differences I'd like to point out. So first of all, of course, this guy has no inlays. It's pretty flat, and this guy has inlay right over here and in the back as well. The inlay in the back is just one piece. It's not like two. This just continues underneath the clip, and it gives a nice touch, a nice splash of color to the overall knife. The biggest difference of these two guys is going to be the size, because this is the slim version, which is like a shrink down version of the F95. In fact, you can see the stock thickness of the blade is different. The stock thickness of the slabs of titanium of the handles is different as well. So the whole knife, of course, is going to be lighter, but also this guy is lighter, because if you can see on the inside, there's some heavily skeletonization done to reduce the weight, and it's gonna reflect exactly in the weight, because if you see like this guy F95 NL is going to be 5.99 ounces, whereas the F95R Slim is going to be 4.45 ounces. So yeah, over an ounce and a half more for the NL, because there's no skeletonization, thicker slabs, and thicker blade stock. Also, another pretty cool difference is that, and kind of obvious because this is the oldest of the two, is that inside here maybe you can see the engraving of the logo for single row bearing system, whereas the F95R Slim right over here has written engraved MRBS, which is the multi-row bearing system. So this one is running on multi-row bearings, which is like a couple of rows of ball bearings running underneath the hood right around the pivot. So the action is gonna be a little different because of the different pivot mechanism. Also, if you flip the knife and you check it on the back, you're going to notice just another couple differences. For example, you see immediately that this pocket clip here is the old version, like with two chamfers, 1 and 2, and with 2 lines. This guy over here, 1 line and 1 chamfer only, but the shape is the same. I mean, the footprint is pretty much the same. This is a two-tone finish, but this is just stone washed for the F95R Slim. And also another slight difference, which honestly I prefer more in the older version, is that this area here has been milled out in order to create like a deeper entrance right here in the clip ramp for the fabric of your pocket. Whereas in this case, this milled area, it doesn't extend right up to the end of the lock bar, let's say. So it's just like an aesthetic kind of thing. I guess also might be useful to get a little bit thinner thickness, let's say, for the point where the lock bar has to be bent to create the tension to lock the blade in place. So this is more functional, I think, to the pocket clip overall, but it's just my assumption. Let me know in the comments if you have any more accurate information, and Also, another little difference you can see right in the back. Of course, you're gonna notice that the flipper tabs are for the F95R Slim, it's smaller, it's thinner because the stock thickness is thinner. But if you see the area around the flipper tab, like this chamfered area over here, where basically you land your index, your fingertip right over here. When you flip the knife, it's smaller in the newest version, and it's a little bit more pronounced in the F95 original, let's say. So just another little detail I thought to point out. And if you open it up, the blade is pretty much the same shape. It's unchanged. You're gonna see maybe just a little bit, maybe right there, you're gonna see that the chamfer going on around the jimping on the F95R Slim, which is this guy over here, it's a little bit deeper than the original version. Of course, the jimping is going to look different because the stock thickness is different, but it's pretty much the same. Look at that. And also, if you analyze the two-tone finish of this guy, polished flats, and these flats are just like the same as the primary bevel right there. And let's just analyze a little bit this sound. This is F95R Slim, and this is the F95. A little bit lower pitch for the NL when you close the NL, when you close the Slim. Higher pitch for the Slim, and a little bit subtler sound for the NL. From the ergonomic point of view, they are both pretty much the same. This guy is gonna feel your hand more because of the increased thickness in the handle. This guy is gonna feel, of course, very good in the hand. It's gonna be a little bit lighter. It's but the comfort is pretty much the same. This guy is gonna feel a little bit heavier because it's heavier, and it's gonna feeling your hand a little bit more because of the thicker stocks. So it's gonna have a, I don't know, a different feel in your hand, but both are absolutely fantastic. And this part over here where you disengage the lock bar is pretty much the same. There is a little bit, looks like the chamfering here, the milling is a little bit thinner than this guy, but it's just like an illusion because the stock thickness of the scales is just thicker than that. So it's pretty much the same. So beside that, I mean, I can suggest and recommend both of these guys because they are both pretty cool options from Shirogorov. I mean, F95R Slim, F95, F95R, NL. You can't go wrong. It's the F95 basically, and it's a classic. It's something that it's kind of like evergreen for me from Shirogorov. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.